Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video. This time I'm going to do my Monday Night Raw review from last night. So let's get on with the show. The 22nd of August, the 22nd of August 2022 edition of Monday Night Raw, live from Toronto, Canada. Let's get this underway, shall we? So we kicked off the show with a brawl immediately with Seth freaking Rollins and Riddle. Good stuff. Good way to kick off the show. They brawled from the backstage area through the crowd to ringside. Typical WWE pull-apart brawl, and where they kept getting at each other. I will say, Seth Rollins, his outfit tonight looked like he was part of the Jericho Appreciation Society. When in the Blood and Guts match where they had the see-through red tops and the red trousers, go back and watch Blood and Guts from this year. You see what I'm on about with the Seth Rollins attire. Anyway, that's enough about AEW. That's probably the only mention of AEW on this show. So there you go. This isn't AEW. This is WWE. Let's get this on the way. Let's continue this. So yeah, Riddle and Rollins had a good brawl and pull-apart brawl, and very nicely sets up nicely for their continuation down the road to Clash of the Castle. Awesome stuff. I like this one. And they're going to have a face-to-face next week. It was announced that they're going to have a face-to-face next week. We already saw them have a face-to-face. They just had it. It was a brawl. So expect the same next week. So pretty cool stuff. Then the official show kicked off, pyro and everything. We had because it was in Toronto, we had the return of Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus returning home to Toronto. But before she could give her intentions of why she was really home, she was interrupted by Bayley's crew. I call them Bayley's crew because I don't fancy saying Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, even though I just did. Anyway, they came out and basically they did the heel stuff where they talk about how no one cares about Trish and blah blah, that usual stuff, and getting heel heat in Toronto. And then, out comes the other outnumbered, and out comes Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And Bayley's crew were Bayley teases that they're going to fight, but then they didn't. And then, basically, Trish was like, Bayley was like, we'll see you at the Clash of the Castle. And Trish was like, your two women have got a match with Alexa and Asuka in the tag team tournament coming up, so yeah. Sorry, I got it. When you feel like you're gonna sneeze, that's one of those situations. And I'm trying to talk though. Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty fun, pretty cool segment, and it went straight into the first match of the evening. We had Dakota Kai and Io Sky taking on Alexa Bliss and Asuka in the women's tag team tournament semi-finals. This is pretty good. Got enough time. Got about 18 minutes. It was pretty cool stuff. Solid stuff. And of course, the right result happened with Io Sky and Dakota Kai getting the win. If this is a preview of what's to come at Clash of the Castle, we're in for a good match. We're in for an awesome match at Clash of the Castle, shall I say? And pretty solid stuff so far. Solid stuff. Good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Action-wise. Then we had Dolph Ziggler. He took on Finn Balor. This was set up because Dolph was in the back talking about how he lost the Theory, and Finn Balor was like, Finn Balor was insulting him basically, and Dolph Ziggler slapped him or headbutted him, one of the two, and laid him out, and basically he was like, oh, you're gonna sit on your ass all day, and slump and slobber, basically or you're gonna get your ass in this ring. I like that passion and that fire from Dolph Ziggler. I haven't seen that for a while. And Dolph took on Finn Balor, and the meme came true. So people the last couple of weeks have been doing the meme of Dolph Ziggler from 2019 saying, "It should have been me," when it comes to Dominic being beaten up by Jesus. When it comes to Dominic being beaten up by Rhea Ripley, people have been doing the caption of, "It should have been me." They're like Dolph Ziggler. So, yeah, and how this match ended was kind of funny because Dolph Ziggler got beat up by Rhea Ripley. It was him. You know what I mean? So yeah, that allowed Finn Balor to get the win. Cool stuff. Got a lot of time. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for on a wrestling show is just give the matches enough time. Give them, give them a reason to be fighting and why I should care. And that's exactly what happened here. They've given me a reason why I watched this match, and it was a pretty, got a good win. Got a good win for Finn Balor. So awesome stuff right there. Next up, we had the Alpha Academy. They cut in a promo on. They issued an open challenge to Canada, basically saying that they were opening they wanted more students to join the Alpha Academy, but they reckoned that they had no talent in Toronto or in Canada in general, which of course called out Mr. Kevin Owens, who's from Canada. He accepted the challenge. Kevin Owens back to his old NXT Titans run with the old prize fighter gimmick. Good stuff. Him and Chad Gable, again, had a solid match. Got no complaints about it. It was a showcase match for Kevin Owens, and Chad Gable held his own. And but this was I hate to say this because it's from the past regime, but this was the Kevin Owens show, Anyway, Kevin Owens gets the win here and picks up more momentum, and the push of it, the continuation push of Kevin Owens continues. Like the past month has been, past 3 weeks has been very good for Kevin Owens. First he puts out Ezekiel, then he had that match last week against Drew McIntyre, which was awesome, and then this week has another another great encounter with Chad Gable. So things are looking up for Kevin Owens. Wonder who's in charge. Anyhow, wonder what changed. Anyway, next match. That was pretty good stuff. We had Bayley making her in-ring return after 2 years, almost 2 years. She was injured in, I think it was the first time she competed in front of fans for 2 years. That was it. She returned to action, and it's the first time in over a year on TV. Anyway, I know she's been wrestling at house shows. She took on Aaliyah, and this was basically a showcase match for Bayley. Just a showcase match to get Bayley the W. And that's exactly what happened, and it was exactly what needed to. It was exactly what it needed to be. Didn't need to be anything more. Didn't outstay its welcome. Just it needed to be exactly what it needed to be. So, good stuff right there. Then we had the weird portion of the show. We had Miz and Ciampa taking on AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley. This was another solid stuff, and then the ending happened, and AJ Styles was attacked by a man in a mask, and everyone thought it was Dexter Lumis, and they pulled him away, but the referee didn't see AJ Styles being attacked by this mystery man. So the guy got pulled away, and so we don't know who that guy is. Maybe we'll have to find out next week to see any an update on that situation if thingy. And while that was happening, Miz was on the other side of the ring. He was kidnapped by Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis was disguised as one of the squad guards, the Riot Squad, not the Riot Squad, Ruby Riot. Jesus Christ, not Ruby Riot's Riot Squad, the actual police Riot Squad. He basically pulled Miz out of the arena like that. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires next week when, what is Dexter Lumis going to do with the Miz for the next week? I dread to think. Well, I guess we have to tune in next week to find out, which is a fucking positive. Hallelujah, hallelujah. The freaking sun's coming out. It's, it's like, oh my god, hallelujah. Everything's all bright and happiness again. And Dexter Lumis kidnapping Miz. That's a weird thought. Anyhow, then we had another positive on the show. We're full of positives today. Johnny Gargano returned. This was unexpected. I knew he was going to come back at some point. I wasn't expecting it to be last night. So, because I had nothing, like, Sean Ross Sapp usually, basically says, like, oh, WWE are working on a deal with this person, or this person, and then, like, 2 hours later they're on the show. So yeah, I've been very critical of WWE's bringing back a lot of these stars because, to create buzz. Especially the first couple of weeks with Karrion Kross, but I think it was mostly because I got it spoiled for me by, like, Sean Ross Sapp and all that stuff. I blame you, you fucking priest of shit. No, he does good work, show him rest up. Yeah, he is what he is. He's a pain in the ass sometimes, but, you know, he is what it is. Anyway, Johnny Gargano returned, and he cut a passionate promo on being back and being, you know, remembering who he was, and then he got interrupted by Theory, Mr. Money in the Bank, and it wasn't until they were in the ring together that I realized there used to be a faction in NXT, the Way in NXT. I was like, oh yeah, it was good to see, and yeah, they basically Theory mocked him, basically kind of mocked him a little bit, saying like, how he's now the student, how he's the teacher, and now Johnny Gargano's the rookie and all that stuff because he's on the main roster and all that stuff. And they went to do an old school, basically old, like a photo for old times. And Theory went to do a high five, and he said, "Hit me." So Johnny Gargano hit him with a super kick, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. Johnny Gargano's back, and it's a welcome addition. So pretty cool stuff. It was announced here that Kurt Angle will be on the show next week, as this show emanates from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania next week, Kurt Angle's hometown. So Kurt Angle's going to be on the show. That's going to be cool. Get your milk ready, people. Get your milk ready, because Kurt Angle's going to be on the show. And then that brought us to the main event, which we had Edge versus Damian Priest in the main event, and this was pay-per-view quality action. Great stuff. A lot of close calls, referee bumps, everything you expect from a main event pay-per-view match. And what we got on Monday Night Raw, and it felt like a big time match because Edge was in action. And yeah, Edge gets the win with the spear after some close near falls, as I said. And then after the match, he went to hit Damian Priest with a concerto. Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley attack Edge and go to give him a concerto, but Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife, who was sitting in the audience, had enough, and kind of equaled the numbers game. Her in a steel chair, and the Judgment Day back away and retreat, and that's how the show goes off the air. So, in fair, pretty cool stuff. Look, I'm very positive stuff. Yeah, so yeah, pretty cool stuff. Awesome stuff. My mind went blank, sorry for a minute. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, solid show. I really like this show as we head towards Clash of the Castle. I think it's about a week or so away or something like that, so pretty cool stuff. And, yeah, look forward to next week. So that speaking of next week, I'll see you again next week for the Raw review. And I'll see you again soon. And I'm out. Bye bye for now. Have a nice day.